All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to the whole full lot. Lord willing, this will be a real quick video, but it hits home to why society is the way that it is. You know, it says children that aren't taught accountability for their actions grow up to become adults that think nothing they do is wrong, which that's the society that we live in, man, as a whole. You know, that these morals that we preach in this truth are things that we were really supposed to be taught when we were growing up. And all in all, you know, most brothers weren't taught these things, but that proves that the Lord is real because he put that spirit in us to be able to revive these things. Like, as it's mentioned to, you know, in the book of Jeremiah, that before you were created in the womb, I knew thee and ordained thee, you know. It's also other scriptures that go on to say that that this was created with the faithful in the womb. I'm gonna grab that one real quick, then I'm gonna get back to the lesson. Yeah, this is Sirach chapter 1 verse 14. It says, "To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb." So the beginning of all knowledge, we know, is faith, man. And a part of that faith is knowing that the Lord doesn't do anything for a reason, that to every action there is a reaction. You know, it says, "Do no evil, there shall no evil come unto thee." You know, it also mentions in the book of Genesis that if you were to do good, that not good come to thee. You know, but if you commit sin, then sin lieth at the door for thee. So whatever you put out is what you get out. So nothing just happens to your ass. People are always trying to play the victim, man. There's no victim playing a role when you come into the truth, because it's an understanding that for you to suffer, that came upon you from your own doings, man. You know, we live in a society where everybody's quick to point the finger, but never look at the ones that are pointing back at you. Like they say, you point the finger, you got 3 more pointing back at you. 3 is understanding. You know, understand that you did this to yourself. Something that our society doesn't teach us, especially in the black culture society. Because we live in a society where, oh, yeah, well, this person just got done wrong. Good things happen to bad people. That's a lie. You know? Good things don't happen to bad people, man. Bad things don't happen to good people. You know? Bad things happen to bad people. So for us to suffer for the wrongs that we've gone through, we deserve them. This is Jeremiah 3:12. It says, "Go and proclaim these words towards the north and say, return, thou backsliding Israel." You know, because once upon a time, the Lord wanted Israel, the northern kingdom, to return. Likewise as Judah. Said the Lord Yahweh, "And I will not cause mine anger to fall upon you." Why? Because of their deeds, their idol worship, and the wickedness that Jay was doing in the land. That the evil was going to come upon them. But you know what? The Lord said, you know what? I retracted at this moment if you just only return and get right. "For I am merciful, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will not keep anger forever. Only acknowledge thine iniquity, that thou hast transgressed against the Lord Yahweh thy God, and hast scattered thy ways to the strangers under every green tree, and ye have not obeyed my voice, saith the Lord Yahweh." Just acknowledge that you were being a whore. That's all the Lord is saying, man. That you did wickedly. But our people don't want to do that. It's easier for them to suffer than to take accountability for their actions. To say that I truly fucked up, I was wrong. You know? And like I said, that's the reason why our households suffer to this day, man. And once again, these are morals we're supposed to teach our children. And now we have the ability to teach them. You know, to an extent anyway. Yeah, it's Proverbs 22:6. It says, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." You know, People that are usually bound with good things from the beginning usually tend to stick to those things. People that are bound in a street life usually tend to stick to a street life. This is the reason why this is supposed to be made up in our houses, man. You know? And once again, like I said, it's a true acknowledgement of what you've done. That's what keeps a straight way for the whole society, man. That you have to look at numero uno, looking at the man in the mirror. All right. I'm gonna read this James chapter 1 verse 21. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness." And that starts with taking the accountability and looking at your deeds. You're examining yourself. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go from right there to 2 Corinthians 13, verse 5. "Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Yahweh Shah HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates." So you're using the word to scopel yourself. You're using that light to go through your mind, man, to see what manner of iniquity is in there. You know, of course, the Lord does his thing as well, but we're using the Lord's Spirit on earth to examine our own deeds as well as everybody else, man. Looking for this other scripture real quick. Here it is. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 27. It says, "The spirit of a man is the candle of the Lord Yahweh, searching all the inward parts of the belly." You know, your spirit, man. So you're using these scriptures to analyze and see what wrong is in you, man. Like King David did. He really just truly wanted to know where his wrongs was so that he can correct himself. That's where we are at this moment in the truth. We're not at a moment of casting all our problems on other people and saying that they're the reason why we in this fucked up position. You'll get nowhere doing that, man. At some point, you got to stand up and say, damn, I did this shit. I'm in this situation because of the man that's in the mirror. This is Psalms 139, verse 23. It says, "Search me, O power, know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. King David wasn't just saying that just to say it. He was literally saying that because he noticed the only way that we can be corrected to get to the way that we're supposed to be, to the way that the Lord would have us. That we have to actually look at ourselves, man. And the way that we filter ourselves is through the light of the scriptures, man. Going back to it, this is Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. Measuring up, measuring ourselves according to the law, man. According to the spirit of Yahweh Shai. It says to the law and to the testimony. Showing it's not all about the law either. It's also about the testimonies of the prophets and the experiences that they had in life, and how we can better correct ourselves by these stories, man. By these similitudes that we read. It says, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. So this is the light that you're using to find all the darkness in you, man. And cast it out. Whatever is hindering you from the right way. Whatever is becoming a stumbling block unto you as well. You're casting it out. Because you're always trying, hey man, a working man is always trying to figure out the best way to make his life experience a little bit easier. And by doing that, you can't do the same bullshit. Like, dang, well, that kept me from getting what I needed to get, so I can't do it that way no more. So what about this? You go back to the drawing boards, man, and you see where you went wrong. Because to continue in the same things, and they're not getting you to what do I want to say, a more prosperous way, for lack of better words. Getting you to the way that you would want to go, then you got to cast it away. Otherwise, they call that insanity, man. It's no benefit coming out of this. So how much more, getting to the mind state that you want to be in, this truth of having a sound mind, of having that stern mind to where you can discern things properly, to where you can lead people properly, to where you can give sound advice properly, to where the Lord is dealing with you and you're receiving revelations and understanding and humility in your spirit to keep on going, to understand that you have work to do as well, and what manner you ought to be in this truth. That's the type of spirit you want to have, because that's going to have you to continue to grow. And continually, while you're in this flesh, you're gonna have to go back to those drawing boards each and every time. How can I do this better then? Okay, this seemed to work this time. How can I do it better? You always gotta analyze yourself, psychoanalyzing yourself, man. Scopealing yourself. When you're being circumspect, you're discerning yourself first, man. And measuring yourself to see where you at. Not comparing yourself in a bold manner, but measuring yourself whether you be in the faith. That's what this is all about. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this lesson off. Give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Shalom, and the Bible ball.